Now, today we are going to study about regulation of gene expression. First of all, what does gene expression means? Gene expression means it results in the formation of polypeptide. We can regulate the gene expression at various levels. And in eukaryote, we can regulate at transcriptional level, means if we don't want, we will not allow formation of primary transcript. Then we can control at processing level, means we can regulate the splicing. We can regulate at the transport level. We will not allow transport of messenger RNA from nucleus to cytoplasm, and last at the translation level. So in eukaryote, regulation is observed at 4 level. Now, in bacteria, if you see, we are finding the control of transcription initiation. In prokaryotes, the control of rate of transcription initiation is the predominant site for control of gene expression. Very, very important line. In eukaryote, we are having 4 control points, but in prokaryote, only transcription initiation is a predominant site. And main thing is this key, when you see the transcription unit, which consists of promoter, structural, terminator gene, we find that activity of RNA polymerase at a given promoter, means RNA polymerase which has to bind to the promoter, its binding is regulated by interaction with accessory protein. If accessory proteins are there, they might help the RNA polymerase to bind, or they might prevent the RNA polymerase to bind. So these regulatory protein, they can act positively, means these regulatory protein can act as activator, or they can act as a repressor. Activator means they will allow RNA polymerase to bind. Repressor means they will prevent RNA polymerase from binding. So these accessory proteins, what do they do? They affect the ability to recognize the start site. Now, actually, these regulatory protein, how they control the binding of RNA polymerase? They control the binding of RNA polymerase because they bind to a site other than the promoter site, that is operator. To read line carefully, accessibility of promoter region of prokaryotic DNA is regulated by interaction of protein with operator. An operator is present next to the promoter only. In most of the operon, it is present next to the promoter. So if suppose these regulatory protein or accessory protein or different types of proteins, once they bind with the operator, they can work, either they'll allow RNA polymerase to bind, or they will prevent RNA polymerase from binding. They can work it. And in most cases, generally in most cases, what happened? The sequence of operator bind to the repressor protein. Repressor protein are what? They are negative regulation. Means these protein, they act negative, means repressor protein are not allowing RNA polymerase to bind. So in most cases, the sequence of operator binds to the repressor protein. Now, each operon, if you see, each type of operon is having its own operator. It is having its own specific repressor. For example, lag operator is present only in lag operon. Lag word means lactose. And it interacts with lag repressor only. It interacts with lag repressor only. Now, see carefully one theory. Give me 1 minute and just see here. If the regulation of lacoperon is by repressor, we say it is negative regulation. It is negative regulation. So try to understand this diagram first. If you see here, this is promoter. And these three are structural gene. Z, Y, A are structural gene. These three are your structural gene. Z code for beta galactosidase. Y code for permease. A code for transacetylase. So Z code for beta galactosidase. Y code for permease. And A code for transacetylase. What is beta galactosidase? Another name of beta galactosidase is lactase. And you know very well what is the role of lactase. This enzyme lactase will act on lactose, to convert lactose into glucose and galactose. So this is the basic, कि lactase is an enzyme which will act on lactose to convert it into glucose and galactose. Now, what was the another name of lactose? We studied right now another name of lactase enzyme was beta galactosidase. Beta galactosidase. So what will be the name of the lactose then? Another name, we will say beta galactoside. Beta galactoside. Understand the concept very properly. Lactose name is beta galactoside. Lactase enzyme is beta galactosidase. This is there. Now, if suppose there is no lactose, so it means in the absence of inducer who is working, inducer is lactose or allolactose. Anyone can work as inducer. So in the absence of inducer, repressor protein which is made by I gene means this is regulatory gene. So this gene is making repressor protein, and repressor protein is binding to the operator region and prevent RNA polymerase from binding and as a result transcribing also. Okay, now, but when the inducer is coming, what the inducer is doing? Inducer means lactose or allolactose. It will make the repressor inactive. Now, when the repressor become inactive, what will happen? RNA polymerase will bind and will do the transcription. And one more important point, please focus. It is making only one messenger RNA. It will make only one messenger RNA. Now, for this, I'll just show you one diagram. See here, from here. I gene is what we discussed right now. It is a regulatory gene. It is making what? It is making active repressor. Active repressor is binding to the operator and does not allow RNA polymerase to bind. So you can see here, the lac repressor is active, and in the absence of lactose, it switches off the operon by binding to the operator. So no RNA is made. But when the lactose is added, or allolactose is added, which act as an inducer, it makes the repressor protein inactive. Once the repressor protein inactive, then RNA polymerase bind to the promoter area and will do the transcription of all the three structural gene to make one leg messenger RNA. And that leg messenger RNA will be translated into three different type of protein, because Z gene will make beta galactosidase, Y will make permease, and A will make transacetylase. This is the simple diagram understanding. Now, see the theory of NCERT. See carefully. Let us understand the leg operon and understand very properly. Please try to understand. First of all, leg operon was also the result of close association between a genetics person, that is Francis Jacob, and biochemist person, that is Monod. Please understand, genetics was Francis Jacob and biochemist was Jacques Monod. They were the first to elucidate a transcriptionally regulated system. And in leg operon, what they found, leg means lactose, a polycistronic structural gene. In prokaryote, polycistronic structural gene, it is regulated by common promoter and common regulatory gene. And regulatory gene is which one? I gene. Remember right now we showed you. And this arrangement is seen in bacteria. We say this arrangement as operon. For example, one is leg operon, another is tryptophan operon, arachidonic acid operon, histidine operon, valine operon. The different type of operons are there. And what is the definition of operon? Operon definition is when a polycistronic structural gene is regulated by common promoter and regulatory gene, then this arrangement is known as operon. Now, if you see in the leg operon, there is one regulatory gene called I gene. Don't say I gene as a inducer. It is actually an inhibitor. And there is three structural genes, Z, Y, A. Now, one by one, please focus carefully. What does I gene code for? Repressor. What does Z gene code for? Beta galactosidase. And what is the role of beta galactosidase? It will do the hydrolysis of disaccharide lactose into monomer unit, that is glucose and galactose. Now, what does Y code for? Y code for permease. What is the role of permease? Permease will increase permeability of cell to beta galactosides. And what is beta galactoside? Is lactose. Then what does A code for? A code for transacetylase. It means G product. All the three gene product in lac-operon are required for metabolism of lactose. In most other operon, the gene present in the operon are needed together to function in the related or same metabolic pathway. Now see here next theory. If you see, understand it, repressor. Repressor is a constitutive gene, means it is made all the time. It is continuously being made all the time by Ig. And it binds to the operator region and it prevents RNA polymerase from transcribing. Now, who is inducer? Inducer is lactose or allolactose. What the inducer will do? Inducer will make the repressor protein inactive so that RNA polymerase can bind to the promoter and transcription can start. Now, if you see here, lactose, which is a substrate for an enzyme beta galactosidase, it is the one which is switching on and off the operon. It is the switch on and switch off. That is why we say it is inducer. And you can say one more concept, ki if you see, it is, you can visualize this lac-operon in such a way, the regulation of enzyme synthesis by its substrate. Its substrate is only regulating its enzyme synthesis. If substrate is more, enzyme synthesis will be more. If no substrate, enzyme synthesis will be less. Now, what is a preferred carbon source they want? So, preferred carbon source is glucose. And if suppose glucose is absent, in the absence of glucose, if lactose is provided, lactose is transported into the cell by the action of permease. And then, obviously, it will make the operon start. So, what is a preferred carbon source by E. coli? E. coli preferred carbon source is glucose. Now, after this, you please come here on this paragraph, which I left, first paragraph. See here. The gene in the cell are expressed to perform one function or set of a function. For example, enzyme beta galactosidase, which is made by E. coli, its role is to do the hydrolysis of disaccharide lactose into glucose and galactose so that bacteria can use them for energy. But if bacteria do not have lactose, they will no longer synthesize the enzyme. They don't require enzyme. So it means we can say, what we can say, it is metabolic, physiological or environmental condition which regulate gene expression. And one more important, this is a separate line. If you see development and differentiation of embryo into adult is because of the coordination of regulation of expression of many sets of gene. So I think so line to line of regulation of gene expression in eukaryote plus lac-operon is might be easy for you. Please read it. Still, if you have any doubt, then you can ask me.